Oh my gosh, this is such a beautiful moment. I cannot even believe what is going on. I'm here.
You're here in Featherington House?
In your house.
Very understated.
With you, Nicola.
Yes, you're really here.
Or should I say Penelope?
You can call me either, I'll respond to both.
It's lovely seeing you again, Nicola.
Lovely seeing you again, yeah.
How is everything? How are you doing today?
I'm doing good today. I've already shot one scene this morning, so that's out of the way. I'm here with you, which is lovely. And then I've got some dance rehearsals and some dialogue rehearsals with Luke, so it's busy. They're long days.
So the days are like how long?
I get
15 hours?
Yeah, 15, 16 hours they can be, yeah, from door to door.
The time you start
18 hours.
The makeup, the hair, how long does it take you to get ready?
The hair and makeup's like about 2 hours, and then you've got your corsetry and all that stuff. So it's a definite labour of love, but you've such talented people, like, transform you. I walk in the morning looking like an extra from Annie, the musical. This is a lot of hard work for them to make me look like this.
So, Nicola, season 3, it's coming out. Mm-hmm. All the world, all the audience, the people out there, everyone is like super excited. What are we gonna see? We know that you are gonna be the big star in it. You and Colin are finally gonna rock it. We have been waiting for this moment so bad.
It's really exciting. It's quite nice about, being part of this season of the characters having been there since the beginning. Because Luke and I can talk about the stuff we filmed 3 years ago and, how the characters have developed and grown from they were like babies in season 1. And we send each other pictures all the time, being like, look at this man, look. So yeah, it's exciting. It's super romantic, this one. It's super romantic, and it's got elements of like a romantic comedy.
Are we finally gonna see some hot scenes between you and Colin? We're all waiting for that.
I think there's a lot of hot scenes in this season. Is that vague enough that I won't get in trouble?
Yeah, fair enough.
I think across the board, it's probably the spiciest season we've had.
More sexier than the previous one?
Yes.
With Anthony and Kate, which was like quite hot.
There's much more to come from them.
Have you ever imagined that this was going to happen, that Bridgerton somehow was going to change your life and you were going to become part of one of the biggest shows in the world?
No, it's so crazy. I mean, you always hope and pray things like that will happen, but I think the response from the fans has been mega. Like, I think it's received with such love and excitement, and people are so involved, and the couples that they love and the stories they want to see, and I'm really excited to share this one. We have a lot more to go and to film, but when it's finally coming out, I can't wait to give it out into the world.
And how does it feel knowing that you and Colin are having the whole attention right on you?
Is
it more pressure or not?
Yeah, for sure. Luke and I said, we were quite used to filming the scenes in the balls, and you do your bit, and then they'd go to the main couple, and then you go and do your other little bit, and you be in and out. Whereas we sort of realized early on in the season, we were like, oh, we are the main ones. Oh, okay. So it's definitely a different
position.
Yeah,
right.
But I mean, we have each other. I feel like we're a good team, so we're getting through it.
All fans, including myself, because as I told you many times before, I'm a huge fan of the show and Penelope.
Thank you.
We all are wondering, is Colin gonna apologize? Penelope,
he better apologize.
He was so mean on the previous season.
But don't you think in a way she needed to hear it?
But it was cruel.
It was not good, but also she needs to stand up to him, and she needs to be like, hey, that's not okay, and she's got to learn to give as good as she gets.
What is that thing about Colin that Penelope just loves so much about him?
He's himself. He's just a good person. He's sweet and kind, and I just said to Luke, just be prepared for the world to fall in love with you, because Colin was a baby and now he's becoming a man. And
actually, I saw him today super hot. I was like, whoa, this is not the Colin that I met 3 years ago.
He's had his glow up, right? He looks great.
With Leila, we even said that. Colin is getting bigger.
I know. See, Pen had the foresight. Pen knew that was there all along.
So Colin and Penelope will prove that from hate to love, there is only one step in this new season.
Oh, I think so. The line between hate and love is very, very thin. She's pretty mad at him to begin with.
Do you feel somehow identify with Penelope?
Yeah, I think so. It's really funny because this season she's really meant to come into herself and be more confident, and in order to step into being a leading lady, I sort of had to become more confident in myself. So it's funny how sometimes there are things that totally parallel, and you really see her ambition this time around, which I love, because she's a woman that wants everything. She wants a husband and she wants the career. And for a woman in that time period, that was very rare. So I definitely identify with her with that.
What happened with the people, let's say haters and social media, whatever, that they feel like Penelope was kind of like a traitor.
I know.
From the secret she was hiding, being Lady Whistleton.
Sometimes I feel it. Sometimes on set when I have to do a scene where she's lying, I'll cut and I'll go, I feel really bad. Like, it makes me feel like stressed and anxious. So I kind of get it. But then I think, you know, there's always a reason. I think she grew up in a not very loving home and she didn't really have a voice, and women didn't have a voice in society. So Whistledown is her way of finding her voice. And yeah, she does make mistakes, but who doesn't? She's human.
It's true. Do you remember your first time on set? On
yes,
the Bridgerton
set?
Set?
First castmate I met was Claudia, who plays Eloise. We'd met once before we were cast together, but we were the first two actors cast in the show.
She actually told me that she auditioned to be Penelope.
She did, yeah. And I've read somewhere that I auditioned to be Eloise, but I can tell you that's not true. I only ever auditioned for Penelope. Just Pen.
And the scene you most enjoy in the previous seasons?
I think filming the balls is like hard because it takes like 5 days. And it's exhausting, but then watching them back, I'm like, oh, that looks amazing. There's some balls in this season that are so spectacular.
I was told that.
Yeah, and the dances, I always love like doing the dances and watching them back.
Does it take a long time to rehearse for those dances?
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I've got 2 dances in the next balls. I've got another rehearsal today.
Oh my gosh.
Right after this, yeah.
And it can take you up to how many hours to rehearse?
We do about 4 or 5 lessons per dance.
Can you show me like at least one?
Okay, so hang on, I can't lead. So how do I? Okay, you put your hand here.
I put my hand here.
And okay, you're the lady. Okay, so I'm gonna step forward. You're gonna step back with this foot. With this one.
With this one?
Yeah. So step back, and then you're gonna step forward.
I know. I'm not. I'm wood. Forget it. TV is my thing. There's no way that
Jack Murphy, the choreographer.
There's no way that I can do this.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna see you and Colin, hot scenes.
Yes.
And eventually the friendship with Eloise.
That's one of my main wishes. Like I
love that friendship
me too.
between you and
I
Eloise.
think
You guys were like soulmates.
I know, and I love shooting the scenes with Claudia, so it really breaks my heart that they've had this fallout. But I think they're like 2 magnets, you know, they're going to be drawn together. I do believe it, but I think there's work to be done. It's not going to be an easy process.
Last but not least,
yes.
do you see yourself becoming part of the Bridgerton family?
I think that's been her main aim for a long time, hasn't it? I mean, look at the, like, it's like she's changed like the whole, you know, shade of everything she wears to blue. She's like, doesn't this just suit? Doesn't this just feel
But do you see yourself getting married to Colin eventually?
I mean, one would hope.
Yeah, we would all love to.
Yeah.
Nicola, is it true that you got a coach for the sex scenes with Colin?
I love that you called it a coach because I really want to imagine someone at the edge being like, you're doing great,
yeah.
Go. It's not quite a coach, but an intimacy coordinator. So you talk through things.
Like a choreography, kind of
a little bit. And they sort of show you the storyboards, and Luke and I try to not be children and laugh at it. Sometimes it's really funny because they draw the bums really square, like perfect squares, and that's just funny, objectively.
I heard the coach was sent to the other Luke, to Luke Thompson instead of Luke Newton.
Oh, that was, Luke. Yeah, he was having these gym sessions for Luke Newton in season 1, but he had no sexy scenes. But you know, he got the gym out of it, so all good.
Thank you so much for this time.
You so
I appreciate. Lovely seeing you again.
Yes.
Thank you for having me in your place.
Anytime. Next time we'll have tea and scones.
No, next time.
Yeah.
Okay, I take you this. Next time I come as an extra supporting artist.
Absolutely.
I put my wig on, one of those costumes, and I become an extra in Bridgerton.
Lady Argentina.
Yeah,
of course.
Lady Argentina.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, perfect.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.